Okay, make my screen bigger. Okay, good evening, everyone. All right, good evening. All right, let's get to it. Just a minute, please. All right, let's start checking in. Sorry about that. Okay, good evening. Let me be sure you can hear me. Okay, I think that's quite confirmed. All right, so I don't want to rush into it today so fast, so that we can get time to get all of you into class quickly. Hmm. All right, I'm looking at 55 people. We were about 145 yesterday, so let me borrow some time before we launch through product management. By 7:10, I want to start heavily because there is something I want to start with today. A kind of conversation I want us to have as regards this training. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Sarah, Mr. Slim. Good evening, Emoso. Good evening. Wherever they are, you need to get your colleagues to come online now. It's time. And there is something I want to discuss with you guys. Over time, we have been talking to you as product managers, as aspiring product managers, but I want to change your title today. And from now, I want to start calling us builders. Builders. So write your write it in the caption, builders. So you can greet your fellow builders on the chat. Just greet someone else, not me now, and just greet them as a builder. This is because if you use the word product managers for yourself, you'll be tempted to think you are just a product manager, you know. But if you think yourself as a builder, you'll think differently. That you want to create something, you want to build something. That's why you're in this class. You want to build something that will revolutionize the future. I want to ask, there is a benchmark in the world of products today, in the world of innovation, and currently it's Airbnb. Airbnb is everything now. Everyone is talking about Airbnb. Airbnb is like the king out there currently. And if you check Airbnb app, it used to be for hotels only, housing space and all of that. But they've changed now. They've added more features. If you download the Airbnb app, you can serve experiences, you can serve services. So if I ask you, anyone, what problem is Airbnb trying to solve? Anybody here? What problem is Airbnb trying to solve? And then what are the key features of Airbnb currently? Quickly, what problem is Airbnb trying to solve? And what are the key features of Airbnb currently? I want to hear you. Dun, dun, dun. So, what problem is Airbnb trying to solve? And what are the key features they have currently? Connecting job seekers and employees. Is that what Airbnb does? I don't think so. No. What is Airbnb selling? Okay. Okay, good. To solve the problem of accommodation. But if I may ask you, you see, this is why I'm calling you guys builders. You may want to build something, but in the process of building that thing, you realize that you can solve other problems. So I want to ask, Airbnb introduced two new features currently. What are they? Two new features currently. Airbnb introduced two new features currently. What are they? Waiting. No, two new features. If you check the Airbnb site now, you will see new. Okay, they introduced services, not transportation. No, it's there now. If you check, just go to Airbnb. On the top, you will see two features. They wrote new on both of them. Two new features. You will see them write new on it. So what are they? Two new features. No, not vacation. I'm still following. Two new solid features. And I'm taking you through this so that we can think differently about the problems we're solving. I'm waiting. I can help you find it if you can't. Good. Somebody said services. Yes, they've introduced services and one more, experience. Now, this is simple. If somebody needed a house, that's because they don't stay in your area. That's because they don't stay, you say icons. Okay, yes, for service and experience. But of course, they have their own icons. If experience and services, thank you, Mara Madiola, you're the first to get it completely. Experience and services. Icons, like I said, as a product manager, icon is not your goal. Of course, you create icons. That one is for aesthetics. Your goal is the problem you're solving. So services and experiences. Now, can anybody say why they would think of those two features. What do you think led to them thinking about those two new features? Quickly, quickly. Why would they think about those two new features? Because we need to see design thinking as a way to solve problems that you don't even think. It's not just solving past problems. It's looking at problems people don't even know they have that you can solve. So parent power, you can have yourself creating things that does what people are not even expecting to have. Just a minute. You can create no. Okay, good. Chinyere, you said that's what their customers need while lodging. And that's the truth. So people that need to lodge in your area probably do not know anywhere. Exactly. You need services like laundry, like food. Exactly. So most people stay in houses and the houses can't do so much for them. They can only sleep and wake up. But don't forget that, like that's why I said look for problem you can use technology to solve. Airbnb do not have houses. They do not have services. They do not have experiences. What they do is just to create an application where house owners can connect with those who need housing. So, as a parent, I mean, for parent power, you do not need to have anything for the parent. Just find a way to connect people. So, one of the best solutions that you can see out there are solutions that connect people. That's why Airbnb, Uber, and Co they are revolutionary. R&B. What's going on here? Alani Yolo Akemi. That's not R&B though. Airbnb. Good evening, Eric. So this is simple. You have people who have houses, who have space in their homes. Let's connect them together. And if I can connect people who have space in their homes, I can also connect experiences. So, for instance, if I'm coming to Kaduna, and then you give me, I was able to get an Airbnb accommodation. I may also want to go to a gym in Kaduna, but I don't know anything about gyms. They say Airbnb I'm using. I checked for experiences, fitness. I found a guy who probably takes 10,000 naira per 2 hours, and the person can take you to the best gyms in Kaduna. So I pay for gym too. I want to also eat maybe African food. I checked, I mean, maybe Yoruba food. I checked the same place. I saw somebody, I got the food. Maybe I want to, you get the idea. So the whole thing Airbnb is home away from home. I could give them that keyword. Airbnb is selling home away from home. You can go and tweet that if you want, so that they can know. You okay? Okay? Literally. So it's those are the greatness you bring to it. So you see the way they are thinking now. I can tell you that Airbnb is not trying to do the new AI. They are not doing anything. Just build a platform. I want to believe that it has the list. You can just list your homes, list your house, rate people. Don't rate people. You can all of you can go through the app and use it. You can download the app and use it. Just use it and see. You know that they didn't do too much. They did not even do too much. And they just created two options. Of course, you can either be looking for or you can become the host. And what they do is also to create wealth for people. So, for instance, wherever you are now, for instance, you're in a three-bedroom flat, you're only using one bedroom flat, two bedrooms are empty. Furnish and they are en suite, furnish the two bedroom, download the Airbnb and become a host. It's that simple. That is one. Maybe you know how to swim or you work out very well. You are staying in maybe Lagos. Go and apply, go and put your experience there. So if anybody comes to Lagos and need a workout experience, you're willing to do that. If you do massage, go and check it. They have a lot of experiences that you can give. For experience, if you go to become a host, for experience, you can give as many as possible. Same thing with services. Some people, you are in Lagos, but your Calabar dish is crazy. Your Akwa Ibom dish is crazy. You can list that out. So what they have done is that they connect. The truth is, everybody in the world can use Airbnb, which leads me to why we're having this conversation. Yeah, you can, when you are building a product. That's what I'm calling you builders. Think of something that everybody can use. Think of something that everybody will be able to. I know that I know it's good to niche down, but think of how you can. For example, the problem of parenting. Think of, for parent power. Is Sabo said on this call today? I've not seen you. If I do not see you, I will have to pick another product. So, well, let's continue because we started with that yesterday, anyways. You are not just think. Don't just think of your problem. You have to think deeply. So you have to be a builder. You have to think deeply. Is there a way I can connect people? Maybe I can connect counselors to parents, current parents, to find a way to connect people. Find a way to connect people. And the best businesses are those ones that connect people. Facebook, Twitter, you know, oh yeah, you're welcome. Selling services, doing as much as you can do. So I want you all to, like I said, go online and watch a lot of Airbnb interviews and conversations and see the revolution behind that thinking. The owner of OpenAI, the owner of ChatGPT made a tweet for Airbnb today. Let me read that tweet to you. Sam Altman. Sam Altman is the owner of ChatGPT. Made a tweet for Airbnb. Let me find that tweet for you so that you can understand. Just a minute. Blah 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 blah. Just a minute. Yes, he said. He said, um, the most auteur founder of this generation. So, what every industry leader, even those that created AI, are saying, Airbnb is like the top founder of this generation, the one with logical and creative thinking. So, please, that's why we're doing design thinking. So, moving on, I said, you can bring up my slide, please. So, I said, common design thinking issues. You're a new product manager at Meta. Facebook Market is launching a product feature where recruiters and job seekers can interact, just as on LinkedIn. How will you go about adding that feature to the current Facebook environment? We'll do that towards the end of the class. But let's move on. So on your products, we're talking about user personas now. Don't forget we're on the second stage of um, create. Sorry, we're on the second stage called define. Okay. For define, we're talking user personas, and like I said, we've done personas the last time. So we're going to the next stage. But before we go there, the next stage is supposed to be ideate. Let me see. Yes. MB and BK. Megabyte. Air B and B. Air B and B. Air B and B. Airbnb, you can just check it. Let me type it in the chat box. Oh no, sorry, I'm not in the chat first. But whoever knows it can just type it for you there. Airbnb, thank you. So moving on. Before I go into ideate, I want us to discuss something quickly. It's called the user journey. Okay. But before the user journey, I know we've talked about persona the last time. Let me just brush through it because I'm believing that some people may not know what that is. So I said user personas are number one, the base personas on real data. You have done your user research, you have done your interviews with people. You should be able to have information, include key demographics like age, occupation, location. So when you see personas like this, you don't just draw them. They are coming from a lot of things you have been doing. You have done interviews, you have done you have done your research, you have done one-on-one interviews. Now you can define an ideal user of your product. Okay? The user persona is something you do to draw an ideal user for your product. In marketing, it's called buyer persona. So, an hypothetic um, outlay of an ideal user for your product. So, if I may ask, um, what I said is it must have basic demographic information like age, occupation, location. You must have their goals, the challenges, behavioral characteristics, habits. Then you will now create a visual narrative profile. This is how a persona will look. If you go to Google Slides, there are templates for these things. You don't need to do them from the scratch. There are templates. Okay? Google Slides are just released new crazy templates that you can use for a lot of things now. I think they released that thing. You cannot have passed a month. So there are templates you can use. So, but then moving on. Now we're talking of this is a this is an example of a persona that I did here. So what do you see here? I'm breaking down my ideal user. I'm breaking down my ideal user. TGG, if you check the title of the class, you can see product management there. So this is not data class. Thank you. So my ideal persona is on the screen. So number one is I have an understanding of how the person thinks, the kind of quotes they will call to. Okay. I have their basic data, their name, their age, their location, their social media. If I have, no, fine. If I don't have, that's okay. But social media will also help me to get qualitative data about them. I get their motivation, things that motivate them. I get their personality. I get their goals. So present your personas very well. It makes you understand your ideal user. And I know how to sell to them. That's how personas work. There are a lot of templates that I can get for persona. Is on Miro, is on Excel. So moving on, the goal of a persona is to guide the design team towards a feasible user-centered solution. For instance, let me let's go back to let me show you Airbnb page. Let me show you Airbnb page, and I'm going somewhere. This is design thinking. Now, why is this page looking like this, everybody? And why are they even using this type of icons? Do you understand? Why are they not doing too much? Why is it that when you enter the site and you see homes, immediately you are seeing pictures of houses? Immediately you are seeing pictures of what? Houses. Let me see. So why is it like that? No, it's not just that they are into hospitality. There is something I want you to see here. Now, we are talking about persona. We are talking about persona. So what's the persona of an ideal Airbnb user? I'm listening. What's the persona of an average Airbnb? It's not strictly for accommodation. You guys are not getting it. What's the persona of an average Airbnb user? Let's work together. No, it's not comfort. No, 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 no. What's the persona of an average Airbnb user? You guys are not answering what I want to. Are we in class today? Yeah, welcome this evening. Okay, let's not do too much. Let's come back here. Let me show you something. Thank God I even came to persona. Now so go just see builders. Oh, nobody say affordability. No, 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 no. Let's think through. Okay, let's. Persona is a very big work. You don't just joke with it. If you joke with the concept of a persona, you are trying to let's start with this. Okay, let's stay on this page, guys. Just hold on. Don't worry. We'll do this together. We'll do this together. What's the first thing we said? Key demographics, age, occupation, location. So let's do it here. Let's come together. Share this tab. I think we did persona one time now. We did persona together. Guys, now. We did persona here now. We did persona here for somebody was into food business. We did persona together in this class. Now don't go sleep. Oh, now thank God for data. Not be like I no teacher now. Remember we did it. This particular product was a food business. I remember we did them together, but let's do a persona for parent pal, okay? Or but let's do for Airbnb this time around. They will now do a persona for parent pal. Is that okay? If you jump persona, let me show you what I put in my slides there. We get something. I said, I said, okay, everybody read this particular slide out. Everybody, read this particular slide out. The goal is to guide the design team towards a feasible user-centered solution. You are not doing persona to show that you can do persona, that you are a project manager or product manager, that you are skilled. You are not trying to show that you can use the application. You are trying to guide the designer. Like as the designer they design, you want make it they know say this is the person you are designing for. This is the person you are designing for. Good. That's why you are doing persona. And we did something that time. Don't forget that for that food application, we first of all started with the number of people. Hold on, we did something. We did something together. I remember we did. Yes, for Farm Hub. Remember Farm Hub that we did when we were doing segmentation. Farm Hub, when we were saying the number of people that will use the application. This is still part of persona. Who are those that can use Farm Hub? Farmers, market women, malls, laborers, right? General consumers, logistics. So let's do a work today. Hmm? Let's do a work. Let's do a work together. Because I want you guys to be builders and you be builders. We'll do this for Airbnb and then um, we'll do it for Kinamakwe. We'll do it for parent power. If we can do the two, honestly, I'm okay before break. If you can get these two. See, there are a lot of things we have to teach you, but there are some things that are fundamental because you will understand why Airbnb is like that, why they use their icons like that, why they create like that. Let's go somewhere. So let's start Airbnb. Okay, together, let's go. Who are the users of Airbnb currently? Who are the ideal users of the app? If you want to look at the users, oh, yeah, 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 yeah. As we used to do, let's fire, let's fire. We teach ourselves in this class now. What's happening today? Okay, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. No, I don't fire. Sorry, oh, I don't sleep. Oh, I think I'm the one that sleeps now. Tourists, travelers. Somebody said real estate. No, 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 no. You don't get what Airbnb is doing. Not real estate. Homeowners, God bless you. You don't under Many of you don't need to understand the Airbnb. Oh. Let me tell you, if you have a free room in your house today, just like Uber, just like Bolt, thank you. Somebody said couples, Lillian. Now you they think pass for this class. Everybody just the type. Couples, any couple, vacationist. Yeah, down. Somebody said chef, exactly. Anything you advertisers, well, I'm not sure about them, but any what see before what Airbnb was doing is that you have to be a homeowner alone to use the platform. It was just for houses. But by introducing experience and services now, anybody, the truth is everybody in the world, even if you are doing massage, you have a space. If you have a free room, do you see? Shortlet apartment, you don't it doesn't have to, yeah, you still don't get. It's not a shortlet. Let's say you have three rooms in your house. For example, your grandma that has a family house in Ikeja, but there are like four rooms that are not under use, should use those rooms for Airbnb. Vocational workers. Now let's stop there so that we can move on. Thank you, laundry people. Services, any kind, property owners. Now, please, as you are doing this, we are doing it. Oh my God, we are doing it for now. Let's describe them. Now let's describe them. Let's describe them. Let's move on. Somebody said hairdresser. That's very good. If you check the platform, if you're an hairdresser, you can register. So what they do is to just create a platform that connects everybody, literally. So Ejo, as you are thinking on your product, don't think small. Don't think small at all. If you have been thinking small because you are thinking you're a product manager, I've changed your name, you're now a builder. Go and think big. Go and think big. Yeah? If you have to run to redemption camp and pray until you find an idea that is big, don't come out of that place. If your mom has a basement, if even if it does not have a basement, even if it is your room you can vacate, you can use it. Exactly. Esidebe Antoinette, you are the one defining this thing. You are the one defining this thing. Now, this is what he used to be before Antoinette. Until last month, this is what he used to be only. But now they have now introduced services and experience, meaning even if you don't have house, if all you can do is plate air, you can use Airbnb as a service. So if anybody comes to your state, for instance, people travel abroad, they don't have anybody to barb their hair. They don't have barber. Hey, thank God, though. I mean, they get names. They don't have a barber. They don't have a. They don't have somebody that can do braids. You can do braids. Register yourself as a braid person. So even you can see the list is endless. Can we agree that Airbnb is for everybody in the world? Am I correct? Am I correct? Before I continue. Now, okay, everybody go to your Android, or if you use Apple, thank you. Go to your Android, or if you use Apple, please let me see the number of downloads you have seen for Airbnb on your app. Quickly, quickly. Thank you, Lillian. Lillian Obeta, you got it right. Go to your Android and app. Let's see the number of downloads they have. Let's see the number of downloads. I don't know if Apple shows number of download. They don't show it on Apple. They don't show it. I wish I can see it. If you saw number of downloads on your phone, let me see what the number of downloads is like. If your own shows number of downloads. I can't see number of download on here. Okay, 100 million plus. God bless you. On Android alone. We have not looked at those who are not using Android. We have not looked at those. Does Airbnb themselves, do they employ service people? No. Did they build houses? No. What they built is a simple solution. So let's see now, 45-year-old. Let's say an average Airbnb user now. So before an Airbnb user is 45-year-old, now they could be 45, 77, 36, 21. Do you understand? That's for age. Now, occupation. Before, we can even say anything, but now we can literally say any occupation, right? Or home owners. Simple. Now let's look at. But the question, this is where I want us to see. When I get here, I will stop because of time. The tech savviness. Let me ask you, what is the tech savviness of their target audience? Everybody, what's the tech savviness of their target audience? Fast, 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 fast. What's the tech savviness of their target audience? Thank you. Somebody said hi. It can never be high. Your landlord can be in Ibadan. That person that has a room can be in Ekiti. Hey, sorry, oh, my people. The person that's doing hairdresser, does he know anything about application? Do you understand? They are average users of technology, which means when your designer is designing, all those your icons you are using. Now let's go back to their website now or the application. Before normal home, they won't use this icon, right? They'll probably use something else. But you will not say you they build for anybody. See the way they now drill their house. They are not being minimal at all because they are targeting people that may not know anything about technology. Some people don't know these things in politics. I will just branch a bit. You create a political party, your logo is anyhow because you think you want to do fine logo. People that are using broom, that are using maze, that are using umbrella, you think they are stupid, Abby? It is when your grandma wants to go and vote. It's easy for grandma to say, please, so for Yoruba, let me look for broom, Igbale, Kinikan. That's what we are voting for. So when APC went and picked broom, you think they are stupid. You think they don't know branding. That's why I pity all these young political parties. They will do one very crazy logo as if they are launching tech products for political party. Your target audience is broom. In fact, a grandma that is there to vote, maybe doesn't know anything, but at least she can see broom. Everybody uses broom. Everybody recognizes broom. So they go and put broom as logo. Some people that's why if you see political parties, they use the funniest logos in the world. You think it's because they cannot think. They are looking for yes now. No, I know the party name. I can show you when Fela Duro wanted to compete or something. They used a particular kind of logo that was very complex. I've forgotten the name of the party. When I saw the logo, I knew they were going to lose the election. Some new parties, there's a coalition. If you see their logo, it's very fine. I think it's tech companies they are doing. I knew it was going to waste. And because you can't win election with that kind of people. If I want to create political party, to be honest, I don't even know what I will use. Maybe I'll use banana or mango or coconut. And I know what something everybody can recognize. So when you see them using broom, using umbrella, you think they don't have sense. They are using something that if you are going to campaign, I raise broom. Spoon, thank you. If I'm going to campaign, everybody will raise broom in every APC campaign. You're also going to vote, you find broom on the ballot box. It makes it easy. Of course, the party may not be good. I'm not even talking politics here. We are doing design thinking here. Don't forget what we are doing, please. I'm not trying to digress. We're doing design thinking. You must know your target audience. A political party knows that the target, exactly. Somebody said lion logo, God bless you. A political party knows that your target audience is all over the world. A political party knows that your target audience may be in one village in Anambra, in one village in the north. So your persona, you know that they are not savvy. They don't know so much. It could be an old woman who is 90 years old and has never left Ekiti State. So Airbnb knew that they are building a product that connects the whole world. It's not a fintech application. For example, let's see maybe a fintech application. So your design thinking must be clear. About said, are you in class? Thank you. Or use calabash. Is something the whole world can read, something village people can know. That's why. So when somebody said icons, they changed their icons because they were about to revolutionize. Before they could be doing home ownership alone, and in home ownership, many people that have homes are quite experienced. But now that they are going into services, hairdresser, barber, tailor, carpenter, everybody wants to use the application. That was why they revolutionized their icons. We cannot continue to use flat icons when we want to get every illiterate on our solution. Do you understand? So it enables users to see, and you can see how they got here. Now see the kind of things they put. Now, for instance, okay, let's look at people that have listed their activities. Let's list a few people that have listed experiences. Okay, let's see the experiences they have listed. See now, look at this. Become an otaku hottie. Simple. If you want to become an hottie, you can join. Now, would you have thought about this? See this one. Spend a Sunday fun day with Patrick Mahomes. Surf. This one is if you want to surf, come and join me. This one is get styled like a celebrity. Do you understand? This one is for meditation. Find your calm in a meditation with David Brown. Shop something with the VP of Creative and Buying. Simple. Kick back with Kata aggressing. Maybe he does fighting. Hong Kong brunch. This one is just cooked. If you want to eat Hong Kong food, come and join me. You to look at the faces of these people. Do they look like sorry? Do they look like technology people to you? Snap photos with me. This is a photographer. So you can see what they are doing. You can see what they are doing. So look at the experiences. Sightseeing Canterbury, best things on the run, individual host. So if you want to see Canterbury in Kini, you can come and join me. And all you can do is £25. So if I'm new in the UK and I don't know Canterbury and I would want this, I call this person, I pay £25. This person is a runner who might not know so much about technology. So I must build my system and I want to find it easily. They're not talking too much. They're not even onboarding. They're not doing any onboarding. Whatever you are thinking, Nemeka. Thank you, Abolarewa. They are not joking. See, and now you can get it by location. Okay, for instance, let's say you are in Paris. Let me see what they listed in Paris. See now, learn to bake. Sorry, my system is hanging a bit. For Paris now, see the first thing, learn to bake the French croissant. So before it could be if you have a house. Now, if you just want to bake, it's not just captivating the mind, no. Captivating the mind, capturing the mind, and also making it easy for the users. Now, okay, let's test something. Let's test something. Let's test something together. Let's test something together. For instance, let's see become a host, okay? Let's see how easy it is for me to create my own. I want to become a host. Okay, home experience service. Let me pick let me see. Service. Do I have service? Let me pick service. I pick service. Okay, they're asking me for registration, all of that. Let me just continue with Google. Now you can see the way it's easy for me to register with Google. Now, if I continue with Google, I log in. Okay, now look at it. See, now just look at this place. See their icon. They didn't put too much, no design, nothing, just white space. What service will you provide? Catering, they drew it there. This is because of the person that is. Somebody said they cannot hear anything. Is that true? No, now you can hear something. Can you see what they are doing? Catering, they drew the plate of the catering. Chef, they put it there. And do you know why? These icons will have been generated easily with AI. With AI, easily. So they didn't even stress to do all of these icons. It's just your prompt. Keep your prompt the same, the type of image you want, and to do it, you will get all of this. If you use image effects, you can get all these icons. AI can give you all these icons easily. So if they don't draw catering like this, how will a Mama Bayo in Ibadan know that it's catering? So it has to be very clear to very simple users. Look at chef, they put the look at hairstyling, look at makeup, massage, nails, personal training, photography, prepared meals, spa treatment. Do you understand? And I'm very sure if I click anyone, I'm not clicking so that I won't put in my data too much here, but it will be easy to register. So they won't have done these things very well if they don't have the idea of their persona in mind. So the concept of persona is very, very strong. From your research, from everything. Now let's work on together. And then let's create who are the users for what's our name now? Let's do for parent power now. Parent power. I like that name. Parent power is very, very good. Oh yeah, let's go. Who are the users for parent power? Because you are a builder, I want you to build something that can sell. Don't just see it as your project in DSA. You can create these things. Parents, couples, yes, we are going. Think. Nursing mothers, okay. Guardians, orphanage homes. God bless you. You're thinking. I like that. House mistress in secondary school. Counselors. Somebody said everyone. No, let's not use everyone yet. But you are right with everyone, really, because everyone has either a parent or a child. So at the end of the day, we're back to everyone. But you see, you don't start your app with the mindset that you want to build for everyone. See what Airbnb did. They built for homeowners. So you are facing some people first until it gets to a point where everybody can stay under your application. So now let's move on. So who is the kind of person? Let's still leave Mr. Hakim, 45 years old, occupation, but let's deal more with occupation could be busy. Since the person is busy, maybe professional, anyone, anyone really, nurse, doctor, anyone that doesn't have that you think will not have time. So at the initial, learn to narrow it. Let's say community leader, now APC chairman, you right. Learn to narrow it down at the beginning. Yeah, community leader is a very big one actually. Yes, it's a very big one. Let me note it. Community leader. We have 8 minutes to our break. I don't want. I thank God I didn't even rush this personal thing. We could have just thought we know it and we would not have to have done it well. We are in Nigeria now. Wow. Okay. Now, occupation. So, what's their tech savviness? Of course, it's still moderate. Really, it's still moderate. It's not too heavy. So, what is their goals? What is their goals, everybody? Abasade, what do you mean it can serve as B2B? Let me get your mind. It can serve as B2B. Let me get your mind quickly. B2B in terms of orphanage homes, right? And schools, yeah? That's right. No, why did you say lol? It's a good thinking. But we still get to something after the break. We'll get to something that will make you understand why what you just said now is good thinking. It's good thinking. There's a particular framework that we use. Okay, good. When you are dealing with people that manage large number of people, like schools, yes. Okay, good. I like that goal to raise healthy and morally sound children. That is one. I need four goals. That's one. That's one. To raise healthy and morally sound children. Yes. Another goal to monitor kids. Well, don't forget one key thing. There is a main goal to build connection amongst parents and their children. This is how you can think like Airbnb. This major, let it be your central. In research, there's something they call broad objective, right? And then specific objective. To monitor kids, yes. Let me see other ones. To strengthen bond, nice. To have a viable home, to strengthen bonds, still works with the central objective, with the broad objective. To build a community for parents, that's a good one. To build a community for parents, yeah. I need one more. When I see one, okay, to connect, to manage children remotely. Okay, good. So this is what this person wants to do. No, we can these goals. I'm writing the goals of the application. I'm even the one making a mistake here. This particular one is the goal of the app, not but other goals are the goals that the parents want to achieve. They are the goals the parents want to achieve. So we can leave this as the goal the parents want to achieve, but maybe let me see to find out how other parents handle parenting. This could be something. Then to reduce stress. Okay, good. The parents wants to reduce stress in managing their words. That's enough. So let's go to pain points. What are the pain points of an average parent? Quickly, what are the pain points of an average parent? Let's go. We're building a persona for parent power. Grace, your objective is the objective of the application, not the goal of the parent. Okay, persona is for the person, not just for your application, for your user. You are trying to empathize to see like you are the user. So what are the pain points? Let's go. We're under pain points. Somebody said age, location, and occupation. How is that pain point? The pain points. What are the things paining the parent that is stressing the parents? Okay, somebody said like I've seen one. Too much children screen time. Ato 35 Lagos. That's pain points. That's fine. Communication constraints. Wayward children. Information overload. Good. Don't spend enough time with children. Okay, so let's leave this buying behavior. Others can be done later. Let's leave buying behavior out. Let's leave buying behavior out. Let's talk about their. Hold on. Let's talk about their core motivation. What's their core motivation? What's their core motivation? Everyone. Core motivation, core motivation, core motivation. What's the core motivation for someone like this? A parent like this? Let's try. Okay. Um, well, it's time for our break now. We'll pick it up from there immediately after the break. Immediately after the break. Okay. Yeah. Okay. But let's still get motivation before we go for the break. Parental control. They really want to have that. That's a motivation for them. I like that. Family bond. Good, 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 good. Family bond. You guys are thinking. I like this. You guys are thinkers. Family time. That's good. We're very good. So I want us to look at this persona that we have done, because before we move forward, when we come back, you can now see the kind of features you have. We are going to do something from this persona when we come back. So go on your break now. 5 minutes and let's be back. Thank you very much, guys. I'm not up yet. Well, let's open. All right. Thank you. Yeah, I apologize for the small break. So let's move on. Let's move on. Parenting, parent power. We've done a persona for you. So with your persona, you can sorry, you can understand to do as Airbnb has done. Create something that every user can use. So what you do, we said the goal is to guide the design team towards a feasible user-centered solution. So your users are very important. You carry them along in your problem. I mean, in your problem solving. You come with a solution. Don't let it look like the political party's logo that an average Nigerian or a local Nigerian cannot recognize. Is that okay? So your persona will give you the idea of your ideal user. You will know their skill level, you know their experience level, and you'll be able to manage them at that level. Chijoke Afana. Okay, so moving on quickly, we have a lot to do. So let's go to creating user journey. Um, but before we do that, I don't want to talk about the let's stay on user journey a bit. Okay. So what's a user journey? I want to ask. A user journey, what is it like? Let's talk about user journey quickly. It's a very I don't want to waste time on that. Those are theoreticals. I don't want to waste time on that. Okay? I'm listening. So it's not hard and it's very simple. Somebody said product, navigation, yes. This should have been addressed for you under product launch. Exactly. That's all. So user journey is looking at all touch points. People can either access your app from a website, from a referral, other social media app, till they download the app. So user journey now, let me show you what user journey is here. User journey starts from me, for example, let's say I'm in UK. I typed accommodations. Okay, let me tell you something. User journey has 5 steps. Okay, five five steps: awareness, consideration, purchase, loyalty, and advocacy. I've discussed this one before. I'm very sure. Some people call it 5 A's: aware, appeal, ask, act, advocacy. I'll repeat: aware, awareness, appeal, ask, act, on advocacy. For instance, let's say I'm here and maybe, for instance, let's say I go to the UK and I type accommodation in London. Bam. How you know if your application is working hmm, is that Airbnb is supposed to show up here. Okay? This is what we call the customer journey. So there's some things. Now, what I've seen is that it's hotels and co that are showing, not Airbnb. I said awareness, appeal, ask, act, and advocacy. Or you can just call it awareness, consideration, purchase, loyalty, and advocacy. I've taught this before. That's why I'm not going back to that slides. It's not even on this particular one. It's on the last slide we took you on. I'm only touching it now. So, for instance, let's see for Airbnb. Um, this is a touch point. A customer user journey is like customer user journey to the point that they are thinking, okay, let's say you find yourself in London now and looking for accommodation. The first thing you want to Google is accommodation in London. Okay, let's even say you know Airbnb. You can put, maybe you put Airbnb in London. Let's say you put that. So this is it. Okay, London retails and homes. You have found one. This is customer journey. You're already moving. Do you understand? Can you see? This is still the first journey is that click. Now, what most people don't know, maybe that's what Airbnb needs to fix. You see, they have to type Airbnb to find Airbnb. Your customer journey, oh God, starts from every of your touch points. So most people think the touch point starts from when people get on your application. And people may not know about your application. That's why people do SEO. That's why people do product marketing. That's why we talk to you about marketing. Because for Airbnb, they think the touch point is the app. No, the touch point starts from when people just search on Google. For example, you are in London and you're like, oh, I'm stranded. Accommodation. In fact, by typing accommodation alone, can you see? This is booking. I don't have to go to booking.com to see booking. I don't have to go to Expedia to see lodging in London. Now, I now see Airbnb here that is also sponsored. Can you see SEO? So Airbnb has showed here. This is paid per click advertising. PPC. This pay per click advertising. So Airbnb has shown here under pay per click. So immediately I click. This is customer journey. The customer journey of an ideal user. Let's draw it for this particular platform now. I like us working together. That's why I'm always drawing. The customer journey, number one, first. Customer journey start from I'm going to start it from problem thinking. Problem thinking. Okay. So the customer thinks of a problem, and then what's the next thing? What's the next thing? What's the next thing? The person could either search on social media or use Google to search. Sorry. Mm, just a minute. Just a minute, though. Okay. Let me just. I'm trying to open something for us to work with. Okay. Let me not waste some. Let me not use time on that. That will really take some time. But you can draw your boxes. I don't want to draw that on this call so that I will not burn all the time in the world. You don't need this is just knowledge you should know. But you can draw boxes. So for if you are doing an Airbnb, the first thing people think is I want to search for accommodation. Now they found it, they found you. Let me show you customer journey. This part is what we call awareness. This is awareness. So your journey is not starting from appealing. Awareness is how they get to know about your product first. You said that through social media or through search engines, SERPs, search engine response pages. Yes. It's Google search. I want to show you guys. I don't want to go beyond Google search anymore. So I can show you a lot of work. If this was an SEO class, I will have shown you a lot of work that goes into having this kind of thing. This is not automatical. This is not Google. It's not Google that will do this thing for you. You will do it yourself. Now, the words you are writing here, that's how you, if you want to get your customer, this class should have been under acquisition and onboarding. If we're doing product growth, product-led growth, we did it maybe some, it's a kind of master class, product-led growth. This is part of your acquisition and onboarding class. But because I'm showing you customer journey, I want to bring it up here. Let me be very fast because we're really behind time. Book now with Airbnb and save 24/7 customer support. This thing is not automatical. They have not gotten to your app, but you must start from here. We are not teaching SEO. I will have shown you how to arrive at this kind of thing. Do you understand? Let me do something for you guys. Let me do something. Let me do something quickly. I need to show you. Let me see if I can find it. I don't have that slide here. I don't have my SRP optimization. Let me see all these images. Let me see if it comes out. I will show you. I want to show you guys something, but hold on, I'm not sharing that screen yet. If Google has it, fine. If they don't have it, I will have to share my screen just to show you something. You know what? It's part of customer journey. So I will take that pen. I'll look for that slide now. I'll bring it up and I'll show you guys. It's not part of your class slide, so I don't want to hear when are we getting it. I want to show you that these pages are not accidental. People work on them. They don't think it is automatically built to. Don't think Google just helps you to do it. No, people actively work on them. I will just show you a part quickly and we'll move on. Just a minute. So because this is your first touch point, people don't know you before. So don't think they start searching from you by downloading your app on Play Store. No, they start searching for you either on social media. This is your this we are talking on the first A, we are talking on customer journey. This is awareness. So that's why, for instance, if you go to your application and type, go to your app store, you must consider all touch points and go and put your work there. What did I say? For awareness stage, all your touch point is first a search. Okay, you can decide to go to your app store and type accommodation. People can just type accommodation. That's the truth. Let's see what comes out. Okay, Airbnb is one of the options. Now, don't click Airbnb open. Don't click it open, okay? Don't click it open. But when you get to when you scroll to Airbnb on your app store, what did you see? Those images you saw there before you even click open or download is not the Play Store that will help you do it. You will do it yourself. This is how people get aware of your product. Okay? This is how people get aware of your product. If they don't, if you, so all the touch point is every area they can pass to come and meet you. Let me put it this way. It's like you have a house that has 10 doors. You have a house that has 10 doors, and people could come in through any area. President told you he's coming, and he's not telling you the doors is coming in through. What are you going to do to each of the doors? You decorate it. Many of you may have experienced it. Maybe it's a stadium or a big church, and the governor is coming that day. and you went and parked security in one particular gate and the governor passed another gate. It has happened before. Let me show you what people do to work on that page so that you can see how unautomatic it is. People work, people work to get that kind of thing. I will show you how. Just a minute. I don't want to waste our time on this. I hope to find it quickly. Uh Okay. So good. Let me share this. So there are three types of for search. This is not for now for social media is different. If you type Airbnb and Instagram, so your touch point for an Airbnb could have been Instagram. Okay, your touch point could have been Instagram, could have been Facebook, could have been people could have gone to know you from Google, from LinkedIn. So every area they can know you, you must put something there. So there are three types of SERP: classic, universal, and extended. This is classic. For the classic, there are four things you have to work on. This is for those doing SEO, anyways. Title tag, your URL, your meta description tag, and your rich snippets. Can you see? So this URL, the way you write it, must be very clear. Your meta description, this sentence that they used to write under it is not automatic. People write it themselves. This is for classic. There are others. There are universals. Universal is the ones they do that we have. When you see anything like this is universal. I'm just brushing it up because it's not your class. Then this is extended. It will have another knowledge graph aside from your classic. So let's go back to what I'm trying to show you. So what you are seeing here is that Airbnb, can you see? Now look at what they wrote under it. Find your long-term apartment rental, fast Wi-Fi, fully stocked kitchens, and more. So this is what they do. So this is your first point. This is awareness. Now let's go to the next one. Appeal. This is already appealing to me. Appeal is the platform, the way it is. Do you understand? Okay, I'm already here. Okay, will I find accommodation like this? It's not looking bad. Okay, can you see that? Can you see the way they went fast? They are not wasting my time. They didn't say welcome. They didn't say login. They didn't even say login. They didn't say create account. First, find places to stay in London. Can you imagine if you are the one you are stranded? This is better for me. The way they went straight to their service and offering. So reduce the number of time people need to, for instance, parent power. The first thing is maybe I don't know how you write your copies. All of these are very key. The person that writes your copy, manage your children better. I don't know if it works. You understand? Or maybe say bye-bye to stressful parenting, or parent better with ease. Whatever you need to do, but make it very fast. They have not even logged in yet. Location, you already put it for me. Okay, check-in date. Let's say it's today, 20. Checkout, let's say it's Sunday, 25. How many are we? Okay, me and my wife, two adults. We have three children. Search. Can you see? I'm already what? I'm already acting. I'm already asking. I've not acted yet. I've gotten to ask. This is customer journey for you. So you must be sure that are you managing each of the 5 points. For awareness, Airbnb was right. They saw me. For appeal, the platform was okay. Now they made it easy for me to ask. Now look at this. For those 5 days, I'm seeing one here, 3 bedroom, $1,000 in total. I'm seeing one here, 2 bedrooms. Okay, I have three children. I can easily pick. Now let's say I like this first one, but this one is not showing sitting room. Or maybe let me see this one. 3 bedroom. Okay, I like the room. I like it. That's TV. That's everything. Sitting room. Okay, I pick this one. Oh, sorry. Let me share. Let me share. So Can you see the way they made it fast? Have I logged in? No, I've not even logged in yet. So, do you want to do things very fast? Maybe it's when I want to pay. Let's see when they will tell me to log in. Now I'm still asking here. I've not acted. Acted is when I make a purchase. Acting is when you make a purchase decision. Can you see? Acting is when I make what? A purchase decision. Now, see what they did for me here. 5 guests, everything, reserve. Okay, now I'm here. I'm still asking. I've not acted. Now, see now, they now ask for my card. If I go ahead and make this payment, I've acted. Now, 5 people in my family for 5 nights, he pays me. He pays me. Do you understand? He pays for 1,000 because I'm paying $200 per night with all of this luxury to us. If I'm going to an hotel, maybe I will pay more. And they can only do two per room, so we have to do 3 rooms. So when I make a payment, I've acted. Make I not go make payment. Oh. When I make payment, I've acted. Then if I use it and it's fine, the next stage is advocacy. Hello, Leke. I'm in London. I'm looking for accommodation. Don't waste your time. The last time I was there, in fact, Airbnb, I used them. Please use it. That's the customer journey. Is that clear? I don't think it could be explained better. That's the customer journey. That's the customer journey. You are taking them through those 5 pages. Advocacy is I carry the product as if it's my own. And this time now, advocacy will be crazier because, in fact, it's not just accommodation. No. In fact, I don't know anywhere in London. They took me all around. That's customer journey, simple. So I said it visualizes touch points across stages from first becoming aware of your offering through to purchase and loyalty. So what you will do for your customer journey is that you want to make the complete product experience more engaging. Now let's go to complete product experience. Before I go to complete product experience, everyone, what are the 5 stages of your customer journey? Type them out, type them out. You need to, because you guys guide each of those stages. Oh, look at Airbnb. Did I log in? Did I sign up? No. Yet I've seen accommodation. I'm very sure it's when I want to pay, they will now say login. And it's not hard for me anymore because now I see what I want. And the login is not asking for too much. So awareness, your social media pages on point, your Google SERP on point, your website on point. Let it be speedy. Don't waste people's time. It's not fintech they're trying to open. Imagine if I first of all got on Airbnb, then I say, oh yeah, put your name, I put my name. Your surname, I put my surname. Scan your ID card, I scan. Do face ID, I do. Me that I'm traveling in London. Oh yeah, enter the name of each of your children. Instead of me just saying 5, I now enter the name. How are you sure they are your children? Okay. I don't retire like that, so you stress me, oh guy. Okay, they're still asking me to do more. After you are done, then I said, okay, and it's free to book accommodation. Kindly, first of all, pay premium. Book at it. I'll just log out and just call somebody. I beg, please, do you have any hotel in this London? So people that understand customer journey, they know how to guide. See the way Airbnb did for me. They show me immediately. They brought the thing out, filled my form, bought houses. I clicked. What they are trying to do is let's even solve this accommodation first. It's as though you got into London and you saw someone that said, well, don't worry, let me first of all carry you first to the accommodation. Don't worry, you are stranded. Then when you get the accommodation, we can now discuss other things. That's what the Airbnb is doing. Yoruba we say, if 2 trees fall on each other, it's the one above you first of all carry. So it's about customer. See, as a product manager, as a builder, you are carrying customer on your head. You are carrying the customer product business on your head. You can bring up my slides now. Your cost, the customer's joy, the customers. So, like about today, What will make the parent happy is your concern. It's not about me, I've launched products. Exactly, Mr. Slim. Let's even give you something. Now you have seen the accommodation, you have seen the pictures, you have seen all the rooms. This is the amount. Oh, yeah, pay now. At that point, I can easily pay. If I can bring my five, if I can bring my family of five to London from Nigeria for holiday, I don't think $1,000 pay for accommodation will be my issue. So I pay, I move on. And the full apartment to myself. I need my slides up now. Thank you. So another where to guide, if you want to guide this thing very well, I would like to speak to you about the complete product experience. The 5 points of user experience, user journey. I said it here that hey God, I beg you. Just a minute. Okay. Um. All right. So I said this is made to make the CPE more engaging because for a user, you're not a project manager. I said the 7 areas of the complete product experience contribute to the full customer life cycle from awareness through advocacy. So make sure that each touch point functions smoothly with all the others. So meaning as a product manager, you must be very aware what your marketing team is doing. What are you pushing? Are you pushing what we have on our app? Your sales team. These people contribute to the complete product experience. Your technology, just building the app, you see that Airbnb is not hanging. See, there is a basic rule, the 2 seconds rule. There's a 2 seconds rule. Your platform must not load more than 2 seconds. If it's fast, if it's more than that, you have lost them. Technology, supporting systems, the services created, third-party integration, support and policies. Let's move on from that. So let's leave customer. Let's take all of this. We've discussed this, but of course, the customer journey map is just you speaking to get your customer journey right. High level customer experience, cross functional teams, journey stages, ongoing updates. You keep you ongoing updates. You keep doing a lot of work to make your app better for the users. Moving on, with level of now. Look at what I did here. This is still showing you the journey. For awareness, I said social ads, search, direct mail, mode of mouth, radio of TV. All these 5 things will solve awareness to you. Social ads, search, direct mail, word of mouth, radio, and TV. You solve awareness. For consideration, of course, reviews, blog, infographics, videos, and media will solve it. For purchase, you need a website, a shop, a booking, or an application. For the service, of course, the same thing. Base, emails, help desk, social media, application. These are the things you do to get the service. For this one now, you can, of course, your people was able to log in and create what they are thinking. So it's the application, basically application. Those who want to say they have a home was able to do it. Those who don't have must be able to. Those who are looking for homes will be able to use application anytime and anywhere. And that's why you just don't launch your app on laptop. Somebody traveling that want to manage their parents will not be opening laptop all the time. Your parenting application, Abosede, a parent is on the train. Let's say a parent is moving on the train from Kaduna to Abuja and he wants to check what he will not bring out laptop. So that's why you make sure your application is available on phone and not even through website. Don't just say it's mobile friendly. No, there is a mobile, have a mobile first approach to products. Have a mobile first approach to products. So Abosede, as you're launching a website, you want application. And people use Android phones, people use Apple phones. So make sure it's on Google Store, make sure it's on Play Store. So that means that you are building, you want your application to be available on anywhere human beings are interacting. Have a mobile first policy for what you're building, guys. Rick waste management, have a mobile first. Good. Loyalty, offer a lot of things. Social media, emails, blogs, survey, offers. Do all of that for loyalty. Then advocacy, of course. reviews, engagement, share, recommendation. That's how you get advocacy. Let's move to ideation. We're going to do a lot of work on the ideation today. I know you think the time is gone, but I plan for us for ideation today. We are going to do a lot with ideation. There is something under my under Miro. There's a particular template under Miro. Okay, when I get it, I will open to you. Before I start talking about ideation, ideation is now when you bring your idea to a sort of um you're now moving your idea beyond all these user. You're now thinking features. Ideation is where you start thinking features. We're going to do two things together here that I want you to use all over. Under my ideation and brainstorming templates, under Miro, I want to pick one and I want us to use it together. There are so many things you can use. See, 5 Wise is here, but I'm looking for something that looks like Scamper. I'm looking for Scamper. I hope they have Scamper. Let me search for it. Scamper. Oh, they have Scamper. Thank you. So this is Scamper. I want to use Scamper now for Miro. I told you we are going to use this tool a lot today. So before I go to before I start using before I start using this particular template, guys, don't be lost. It's not hard though. Somebody type it's not hard. Oh yeah. Everybody, it's not hard. It's not hard. It's too easy. Don't be afraid. These things are easy to use. Like I said, this is not what you want to celebrate. It's the product, not tools. Don't go and tell people that I can do my role. That's not what you want to be saying. That's not what you want to be saying. What you want is a product that works. You all are talking about Airbnb today. You are not saying they use camper. It's about the product. It's not about how much you went to go and study. It's not about how much you use. If your product does not show how much you have done, you don't want yourself for. So let's talk about ideating. Ideating is where you now start thinking of features. There are so many frameworks you can use. You can attend another product management school and they tell you things I've not told you now. Not be say you go come back, you can come say, this guy is Olodo. No, it's plenty. There are many routes to advocate to ideating. One route does not use to enter the market. Do you understand? So let's move on. Um, in Scamper frame, there are things to do under ideate, and I will tell you. This is where, in this phase of design thinking, don't forget we said edit, we're on the I now. We're on the I. Edit, we're on I now. Under ideate, what you want to do is to encourage creativity and open-mindedness. Where this is where you will lead you will lead brainstorming sessions, you will explore wide range solutions without constraint. So there are things they can do. This one, you will all your idea, you will have a broad list of Yakini, you're welcome to 2025. Under ideating, that's when you have a broad list of ideas. Broad list. Don't shut your mind. Anything your mind can think, write them down. The board will be scattered, the paper will be rough. Yes, you are ideating. You cannot begin to look at their feasibility later, their viability later, and the desirability. That is later. But for now, go crazy. There are two things I will show you. You have to have a lot of divergent thinking. Tell your team to think differently. Now let's go. The first thing I want to show you is the scamper technique. Eh? Is the scamper technique. Scamper technique is an acronym for 7 words: substitute, adapt, modify, put to another use, combine, eliminate, and reverse. Now you need to write. Everyone go and get a writing material. Let's go together. Now let's pick one word. The first word is substitute. The first word is substitute for scamper technique. What do you do under substitute? For example, let me before you start a scamper, Kini, before you start, listen to me. Take an existing product or service that looks like your product. You cannot tell me there is none, there will be one. Take an existing product. What did I say? Take an existing product. About say they look for something that has to do with parenting. Anybody, your product idea, go and look for an existing product after this class. Now you're going to use Scamper framework on that product. Now, Scamper a list of questions you're going to ask. So the first question you're going to ask yourself is S, which is substitute. Now, what you're asking yourself is, what can I substitute or change, okay, in this product? What can I substitute or change? Can I substitute, can I, how can I substitute the place, time, material, or people? Look at hotel. Airbnb would have looked at hotel. Oh, I can't build an hotel. Can I substitute hotels? Okay. What other things? Okay, people have their houses. Okay, okay. That means people can list their houses as hotels. That's nice. Then let me build a platform where people can list their houses. Then let me verify their houses. Simple. Substitution. So think of things. Can I replace someone involved? Can I change the rules? Should I change the name? Can I use other ingredients? Can I change shape? Can I change color? Can I use this idea for other projects? Can I change my anything? Substitute. That's the first question you ask yourself on those products. Before you know it, you develop features. Do you understand? So you look at 10, 20, 15 products and then you substitute. Next one is combine. Scamper. See, combine. For combine, you ask yourself, how can I combine two or more parts? It can be two different products. Now, okay, how can I combine two or more to put in my product as one features to achieve a different product? How can I combine two or more? Okay, for instance, let's say parenting. I don't know. Maybe one application has a place for bringing in, for teaching parents how to handle children. One application has a place for, I don't know, Harry Michael, good evening. So, Scamper is a way to steal like an artist. Like a graphic designer, you just steal different concepts, you add them together. So, substitute, what about this product can I change? Combine, how can I combine two, three other features together in different products and put it into one product as mine? Is a framework. The next word after C is A, adapt. Okay, which part of this can I adapt? Adaptation is not adaptation. You are taking something, you are modifying it. What part of the question you're asking yourself under adapt? Which part of the product could I change? Can I change the characteristics? Okay. Adaptation, you take something that looks like it, you change it. Just touch a simple part of it. The next one is M, modify. For modification, what can I modify or put more or reduce? Trust me, if you carry this same Airbnb and do scamper on it, you will see another product. What can I modify? What can I make? What can I magnify? What can I make larger? Modify is what can you magnify? What can I minify? Why can I make larger or smaller? What can I exaggerate? Should I increase buttons? Can I grow the target group? Do you understand? And you can do it on your own product. What Airbnb and did is that they magnify their products. Okay? Then P, put to another use. How can I put it into other uses? What other things can it be used for? So you just keep you run the process, you run these questions through through each feature. Then you get to eliminate. What can I eliminate? What can I simplify? What processes needs to go? What's too stressful? Then the last one for time is rearrange. What can I rearrange? So we won't be able to do that in this class, but I've taken you through that process. Take time personally to go on each of these. Okay? And I've shown you the template is on Miro. Is on Miro. See, you want to label it, see, Olo and B is there. Substitute, combine, adapt, modify, put to other use, and eliminate. By the time you have done this, you will arrive at a different feature you can work with for your product. You will arrive at a better idea of your product. But you must start by picking a product that looks like your product in the industry. That's Camper framework. Before we close for today, another framework is called the Crazy Eight. Before we do that, I'm doing this for you so that you can see that Miro has the template. You don't need to stress. When you go to open, go to home, click explore template, just type it Crazy Eight. There's another thing called Crazy Eight. Yes, Crazy Eight use. Mm. So this is the Crazy Eight. Now, I will tell you why Crazy Eight is like this. It's a lot of work. Huh? Okay, just a minute. Under Crazy Eight, what we do with Crazy Eight is simple. Let me go back to my slides before we continue with this. This is what you do under Crazy Eight. I will do this in 5 minutes and then we close for today before we move into prototyping for next class. For prototyping, we have a lot of work to do. Please come very early on Friday. Let's fire. What to do with Crazy Eight is not hard, but it follows discipline. The first thing you do under Crazy Eight is that you set a timer. The timer will have 8 minutes on the clock. Abosede, set a timer that has 8 minutes. Rashidat, on your product, set a timer for 8 minutes. Now, the good thing is if you have people, you can separate your team into 10 people. And you can separate your team, maybe a group of two, 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 two. But of course, since you are alone now, you are thinking you can do that in that 8 minutes. You are going to sketch rapidly. Now they use sketch here because it's using design thinking. But now you are thinking of the product. You are going to write rapidly. The focus of Crazy Eight is quantity, not quality. What did I say? Quantity. Rough, rough, stupid. So you're thinking of, okay, set 8 minutes. You can do it 5 times. 8 minutes to write down all the features you think your solution will have. Just keep writing under 8 minutes. Of course, having gone through all this process, your mind will have expanded. You can't just write rubbish. But keep thinking, just keep writing. Keep writing, don't stop. When the 8 minutes is done, the focus of Crazy Eight is quality. I mean, sorry, quantity, quantity, quantity. You want it plenty. 8 minutes to write. After the 8 minutes, you stop. You can do it over and over. After then, you can now start reviewing. You want to review these ideas, these features to now see the ones. Don't forget that you are ideating. Ideating, you can prioritize. See, what you are prioritizing here is to have a broad list of ideas. Broad list of ideas. Now you cannot be checking for feasibility, desirability, and viability. That one is for later. So for the two, you can use the Scamper framework. You can put it on. So you can, yes, you can use Scamper to, don't forget what you're doing on Scamper. Uh, you have, for instance, let's even go to App Store. Okay, there's nothing new under the sun. I'm going to type parenting under App Store and see what I get. So there's an application, download like five of them. Okay, I can see co-parenting. I can see the happy child parenting. I can see good inside parenting. I can see the wonder week. See, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. If you type accommodation too, you will see a lot before you find Airbnb. It's whoever does it better that wins. It's not about who came first. Do you understand? Fortune rewards the brave. Fortune rewards the brave. It's not about who came first. Don't be afraid. If you like, see 10 apps there about carry your head enter. Yes, product of crazy eight is quantity. You need plenty things. So, for Abosede, you are not going to be inputting your idea on Scamper technique. What you're going to be doing with Scamper is that we download all these applications. You can download like 4, 5 of them. Bamila would have told you to download 20. And that's good. That's some good product management right there. So, download a lot of applications. You can see, I'm seeing parenting applications tire here. At least download 10. Go through them, study their features. Now you will now ask these questions on those features that you saw. That's what you use Camper to do. So when you run the features that, just write out the features that matter to you on this application, gather all of them together. Okay? Gather, you don't need to spend your time. Download the first one, check through, pick the features that work for you, maybe 3 or 4. Next one, 2 to 3. Maybe you now have about 15. You can use that together, maybe some 50 features. Run them through Camper technique, see the ones you will run them through that, and then see the features that it gives you. That's one. You now use crazy eight. This one you're not looking at any benchmark. For Scamper, you're looking at a benchmark. For crazy eight, you're not looking at any benchmark at all. You're just writing. We're at the end of the class. Um, okay, we are moving ahead. Good. On on Friday, we're going to move on to prototyping. It's going to be heavy, so I want us to be very, very early to class. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you for being a part of us today. Again, this is always a privilege. Have a great night and God bless you.